Yo, what's up, everybody? Hey, welcome to another episode of KaneSaid. And I'm your host, Kane Bradfield. Man, y'all know my slogan, huh? The fame is free, but the grind costs. Today, I got a special guest in the house, man. Got my boy in the house, man. I can't wait to hear what he got to say. You know what I mean? Y'all talking about entrepreneurs, but I got one in the house, man. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing pretty good. How you living, man?
I can't complain, man. Tell the people who you are, man.
I am the Brandon Todd.
Okay. Y'all
the
heard
Brandon Todd.
The T-H-E, baby.
Hey, the one and only.
Yeah.
The one and only Brandon Todd, man, from LaGrange, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
yes, sir.
Hometown, man.
Hometown love, baby.
Hometown love.
Man, y'all appreciate you being here, man. Like you said, and I appreciate you, you know what I'm saying, just blessing this platform, man. Appreciate you, my boy.
And I appreciate you for having me on, man.
You know it's love my way, man.
Hey, I wouldn't even say it's long overdue. It's perfect timing.
Yeah, it's all about timing.
It's what I call perfect timing.
Yes, man. You know it's all about timing, man.
Yes, sir.
So, big dog, man, listen, man, so my show, man, it's really based on, you know what I'm saying, man, entrepreneurs, man, who out there getting it, who out there grinding, who got a story to tell, man. So, you know what I mean? So, big dog, man, tell me how the mind became what it is today. Give it to me, big dog.
Let me give it to you.
Yeah.
Straight, raw, and uncut.
That's what I need from you, baby.
Okay. So, I graduated from Troop High School in 2011.
Okay.
I went on to go to college at Columbia State University.
Yeah.
I had to do a business plan my senior year of college. Ironically, I did the business plan on a fashion line. It was called, I think, Unique Desirable Fashions.
Okay.
But
Yo, so where that name came from? It just came out of nowhere?
It just came out of nowhere. Well, everything comes from somewhere, but
I'm with you.
Somebody
Somebody
let it go. And so I created the business plan, and the line was called, the company was called Unique Desirable Fashions. And so, while I had already been working on the business plan, of course, my senior year of college. Yeah. When I graduated, I was like, let me touch back on that business plan. Because I wanted to start a brand. Okay. But for me, it wasn't about starting something that would catch on right away or something that would be trendy. I wanted to start something that meant something. Okay. When you wear it, you feel it. Yeah. It's more of an internal thing than an external thing. But somehow, we make it fashionable on the outside. On the outside, yeah. And so after I went back to that business plan, I just honestly started revising it to make it what I wanted it to be, in terms of my fashion brand. Okay. And so I'm talking about, it took a lot of months of just to even come up with the name. Right. And then you talking about a logo. I spent months and months getting revisions. I went through 3 different people before I got to the third person who it took them like 3 or 4 times to get the logo right. So you talking about a process. So I didn't mind the process because, I'm all about, trusting it and not rushing it. Yeah. So I was trusting the process. And
so, but I'm gonna break you up, big dog. But let me ask you this, man. So when you go through the process of creating that logo, of finding that logo, you know what I'm saying? And this is the tough part, man. A lot of time, man, when we reach out to people, it's about relationships. Correct. You know what I mean? And so, when I'm just throwing names out, when Jimmy or John created that logo first and you didn't use that logo, you know what I'm saying? How did it affect your relationship, though, big dog?
Well, I'll be honest. The first 2 people I used were, one was a high school friend. The other was a friend from middle school. Okay. So they knew what was up. They knew what was up. They understood. Their logo that they created was more so like a design versus a logo. And I try to differentiate that with people. Like because a lot of people come to me just
break that down.
A lot of people come to me asking about designs, and they show me different things. Well, in terms of logo, when they show me different things, and I tell them that's not a logo, that's a design. Like what you don't understand, you have a logo. I'm not saying it's simple, although simplicity is key when creating a logo. But I'm not even gonna name drop, but you just think of some Fortune 500 companies and their logos.
Yeah.
It's not that bright.
I already got one in the head.
Right. You just so many things came to mind. It's simple. It's to the point.
Yeah.
Y'all are creating extravagant, very well thought out, designs.
A great tattoo.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
You creating something that you can release in a collection versus something that you can put on a cup, that you can put on a hat, that you can put on a shirt, that you can put on a shoe, that you can put on a computer, that you can put on.
Yeah.
You see where I'm going?
Now.
Like
I'm with you.
I'm tapping into more so of not just fashion, but just branding. Branding. That's what I'm talking about. Branding.
It's a difference.
There's a big difference. That's a difference.
It's a big difference.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So man, to get back into that story, I just took me a lot of months of just brainstorming.
Yeah.
I tell people the beautiful thing about brainstorming is crazy stuff come to mind. What may seem crazy at that moment may not be crazy in the long term. So you're saying, apple and oranges may come to mind. I may write that down, and you don't know why these things are coming to mind and why you're writing them down.
Okay.
Until you reach that final goal, and you was like, you connect the dots this, because it's not even. It may not even make sense at first, but you writing apple and oranges may lead you to, kale and spinach.
Okay.
Kale and spinach may lead you to environment.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
I'm with you now.
Everything just flows.
Yeah.
How it's supposed to. That's why in the creative process you have to jot down everything that you think of. If you're not, you will miss a step. You will miss. That's just like trying to make a cake, not put egg in it.
Right.
The cake probably gonna be flat. Once you miss an ingredient in a process, it really, it has a reflection on the outcome of your ultimate goal.
Yeah.
So man, after 1 to 2 years of just brainstorming, getting everything, legalizing logos, etc. I was ready to launch.
Okay.
And I tell you, I seen about, I'm not even gonna say the number. I seen a few brands come out during that time, like local brands, because I was, had just graduated college. I was living in Columbus.
Yeah.
I seen a few brands, just come out, and some are still around, some are not.
Right.
But that I wasn't ever discouraged by someone else doing something. Let's go back to that timing. I was moving on, perfect time. I was moving on my timing. I wasn't, Joe and Jim
took it up.
They're making it happen. Let me tap into something.
Right.
I was just behind the scenes, like, I know people are gonna think, well, did he create this because he seen X, Y, and Z? No, this is something that was in a vault for a long time. But I just was, I just was taking an inch until I got to a mile. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so once I got to that point where I was ready to release it, I made it happen in March of 2017.
Okay.
Yep.
So okay, man, give me that. You know what I'm saying, man, your emotions, man. You know how you felt when same thing you said, you been nurturing that baby. You know what I'm saying? So when you got time to drop that thing in 2017, man, give me those emotions, big dog.
Man, it was overwhelmed in a good way.
Yeah.
I felt in that moment that, everything else was irrelevant if it wasn't, pertaining to the growth of the brand. I just kind of crossed out like a lot of stuff. You know how you put a lot of energy towards things that really don't matter. I kind of what won't matter in a week or 3 weeks. I just really let all those go and was like, this is my baby. I'm about to focus on this guy. And so I had a good feeling, man. Those endorphins were
taking off.
Internally, I was just like, it was flowing, man. But it really was flowing. But once I started, it was just like, is this what this like? You selling few shirts a week, and you still got your day job, and you trying to make it happen. This post college, I'm just like, it's working, but it should be working better. So to lead you into the next scenario, from 2017 to 2018,
Okay.
I was only releasing shirts and hats.
Okay.
2018 to 2019, I had merchandise in probably about 4 boxes. But I wasn't releasing any. I wasn't releasing anything. It was all old stuff anyway. I wasn't releasing anything new, nor was I selling the old things because I wanted to focus on rebranding, developing brand ambassadors in different cities and states. I wanted to have this whole different approach to where, man, like this is going to be a global brand. How can I portray that at an early stage? And so between 2018 and 2019. I was just rebranding.
Wow.
2019, I didn't even. I wanted to come back in 2019. I did, but I'm not even gonna say unfortunately. It was just in a different manner. I had time to sit down and think because in the March of 2019, I released the brand March 2017. March of 2019, I had a motorcycle accident.
Okay.
To be exact, somebody hit me off of my motorcycle from the back.
Wow.
I was on the highway. And guess what I was trying to do in that moment when I was hit? I was trying to help another motorcycle rider who was on side of the road, off the shoulder of the HOV line.
No.
Sacrifices. I was trying to help someone else.
Wow.
And I got hit from the back. That led to 6 weeks of, in the hospital.
Okay.
Many surgeries, probably, I don't know, somewhere between, 8 and 11 surgeries. I had to have my left leg amputated above the knee.
Wow.
So you can imagine that fire that went off inside of me because I wasn't, people were confused. I was never, discouraged. I never felt bad. I wasn't negative. I was still smiling. I was happy. And people were confused because they thought that, you just went through something so traumatic. You supposed to be down for a minute, months, a year, 2 years. No. I was up immediately.
Ready to go. So after those 6 weeks and then inpatient therapy for 3 weeks, man, I had so much time to just sit in silence and just let my thoughts come together and just think about life and all these things I wanted to accomplish. Not saying I wasn't going to accomplish those things prior to the accident. Okay. But once you have something so, like, I tell people this, I have a second chance. This is my second life. Whoa. Like, this is so I'm about to go all in. You can imagine the fire that was from within. I'm talking about blazing. So okay now, but where did that come from, man? Because honestly, everybody, again, I know God He creates everybody different, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Everybody can't walk in those shoes.
They can't.
You know what I mean? So where did that come from, though, big dog?
I'll be honest. That came from there was a lifestyle change prior to my accident. As you mentioned, God. I felt like it was a God's preparation for me leading up to that moment in my life. Okay. Because there were certain things I was already doing prior to the accident, like meditating, just going out, grounding, just absorbing, this natural energy, the environment, just taking things as they were, reading different books on healing and on just so many things, just being knowledgeable about a lot more than even my health. I actually I've been vegan 4 years.
Really?
So
congrats on that, man.
Appreciate that, brother. That was one.
I tapped into that some too, man. I mean, I haven't did it lately, but I tapped into that, man.
Man.
Shouts out to that.
Yeah, I've been vegan 4 years. So, I was vegan before the accident. So, I mean, things of that nature. It was just, even gym. I was already going to the gym, working out. Yeah. I used to run. Actually, the day of my accident, March 17, 2019, I can pull it up right now for you. I ran, I think, 5 miles. Yep. Went jogging. So I was I was already an avid runner, avid reader, avid, I was just already into inspiring and, helping people elevate their mental and giving advice and just doing all of these things. So that was a preparation for when this happened for me. Like, it just ignited that fire again, even more. It was a bigger blaze. If it was only in my stomach, it went through my soul after the accident, because I'm just like, look, it is time, and it is time now.
Yeah.
And so, man, coming back after that, those 6 weeks in the hospital, 3 weeks in inpatient therapy, and I got out the hospital, therapy, and started doing outpatient therapy.
Yeah.
Man, I really started tapping in. I started back exercising, tapping into my books.
Yeah.
Just really getting it, man.
Yeah.
And
I ain't gonna lie, this sound like doggone Rocky preparing for the Russian.
Hey, come on, man.
So you's on those vibes, right?
As they would say, I got in my design bag.
Okay.
So I really was like, man, look,
okay,
I'm about to create the mind experience
with
this fashion line, and I promise you, I'm about to take this to the next level.
Yeah.
And I don't mean taking it to the next level as in next week, next year, next 2 years. I mean over time.
Longevity.
Godspeed. Longevity. Yeah. That's all I thought about when I was creating this brand. Longevity.
Yeah.
500 years from, you know what I'm saying? When my kids.
Right. Makes sense.
That's the type of, energy, that's the type of brand, putting out
creating,
there. Right.
Yeah.
So man, it was this one design in particular that I dropped, and I knew like the brand was about to be. I said, man, this design right here. Honestly, I'll be quite real with you. Every design I drop, I say, this is about to be designed that trillion people gonna want this shirt or this, because that's how you got to feel about what you do, your craft and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I feel about everything that I do. And so, but with this one in particular, it's the mind design. I said, man, because what people don't understand is they think mind is the brand, they think mind is the logo. Mind is a design. This is the logo. You follow me?
I'm with you now.
This is my logo. So mine was like the design where I knew it was going to become a staple design. A design where everybody was literally going to want every day, every month, every week, every hour, every second, every year.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this is a staple, what I would call a staple design. The design that is the face of the company. But I also have the logo, but you have the design that is the face, that is the forefront, that is the staple of the company.
Yes.
And that's what that mind design is, man. When I dropped that design back in the end of 2019, it's barely been a little over a year. And man, when I dropped that design, I had a couple of boxes. Sold out in about less than an hour.
Get out of here, man.
I said, wow.
I'm on this.
I was on, Yeah. And then once I put in pre-orders, crazy.
No.
I couldn't release the shirt or the sweater for maybe like 2 to 3 months because I was on back orders that long.
No, man. Okay, so freeze you down. All right, so how do you get that word out though? I'll be honest, what people don't think about as much is marketing. Yeah.
I think a lot about marketing. But your marketing have to make sense.
Gotta make sense.
But I also think about people lack they lack the ability to market sometimes because everyone don't specialize in that. Sometimes you gotta hire somebody, sometimes you gotta, but I took these classes in school. Yeah. I read books after school, during school on this stuff. I've practiced it my whole life.
Right.
Creativity is just a part of me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so that's one thing. But the other thing is people think that when you have a hot product, that it just sell itself.
Yeah.
It do.
To a certain extent.
It do, but you gotta figure out how to get it to the people and more people.
Right.
And so going back to what you said, what did you say? about how you push it out. Yeah, marketing. You have to think about more ways to to be creative with the product that you have. Because you got to, let's just say this.
Okay.
The mind, the design is a great product. It's a staple. It's at the forefront. It's one of the items that you will see, you know, as a major retailer store with many stores worldwide. And you like, man, this shirt never on sale. This sweater with this mind design never on sale. Well, it's a staple design. You know, you think about
that's the difference.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But even those designs, you have to still push. So you have to think of more creative ways to advertise it. You have to think about ways to you know, shoot the commercials. You have to think about who to include. Sometimes, you know, even in this industry, whether if it's retail, any industry, you have to do some stuff that may be controversy. That may
you got to push for envelope.
Right. So that may raise like, that's how you feel.
Make them eyebrows go up.
Right. Yeah. And that's just a part of it. So I'm learning more and more every day how to push it to consumers, you know. Whether that be, you know, billboards or you know, commercials that you put in different, you know, on different news outlets that catch people attention. Just, you know, whatever. Coming on, doing podcasts. That's why when people just like, oh, do you want to be on a podcast? You want to come for the news, want to interview, you want to. That is a form of
marketing. Yes,
that is a form of putting yourself out there more. I promise you, there's some people out there who gonna be watching this or who you know who watching this who know you, but don't know me, and who may say, "Hey, I rode past that store. I never had to one to stop. I had no idea about what it was." Everybody don't know about you, even in the area that we're in. In Troup County. Everybody don't know about it. It's gonna be some people that when you know this is out here and I post, hey, check out Kane Bradford. Kane said that podcast. I'm on that live. They're gonna be like, oh, okay. That's what he doing. Let me get on that.
Kane said.
I ain't know he do that performance training too. I ain't know he be. So people, you may think that, I live somewhere, it's only 100,000 people, you know, more or less. It doesn't mean anything. If I've had, you know, 500 people in my shirt, why I ain't got, you know, 5,000, you know? Everybody don't know about it, you know what I'm saying? And with the positive mental message I'm pushing, you know, positive reinforcement, taking care of your mental health and following your dreams and believing in yourself. And understand that the brain is the biggest healing power. And I said the brain, and I usually say the mind.
Okay.
Because I try and tell people my logo is a brain. Okay. With eyes. Slogan is mind your vision. Brand is the mind clothing. But the mind makes up the entire body. I have the logo as a brain. Because when you think about the mind, think about the brain. Okay. Because the brain makes up the majority of the mind.
Come on, man. Come on. That's a gem right there. Yo, I'd have pushed that button because you dropped that thing there, boy.
I dropped it. I dropped it.
Yeah. Man, that's okay. So now let me ask you this, man. You know what I'm saying? What made you decide on the storefront?
Easy. Well, because a lot of people think that online is the way to go. They think, e-commerce, but in reality, there are so many individuals who like to get things at their convenience, who like to get things, you know, immediate. They want to touch it. Yeah. You know, they want to feel it. They want an experience. And so with the Mind Clothing, that's what we did, was create a mind experience. So when you come into the store, I'm not going to spoil all of the secrets.
Right.
But once you come into the store, you get a bookshelf with books about the mind. You have the first shirts in a case. You know, you have this big banner that says mental health matters once you're checking out. So you can see at the end of the day, that's one of the final things that you see at checkout. Mental health matters. It's right behind the register.
So let me freeze you down. I don't mean break you out. Let me freeze you down.
You good.
Let me freeze you down. So you personally created
Yeah.
that whole breakdown?
I
for design how you want your store to say that.
I designed the entire store.
Wow.
Because I knew only thing you have to know is the overall.
Yeah.
You have to know if you know the circumference, then technically you know everything within that. The radius, the diameter.
Yeah.
You get you follow.
Yeah.
Let me paint this picture for you all.
Yeah,
okay. Circumference is, all around the circle.
Yeah. Yeah.
The radius is halfway through the circle.
Come on,
the
man.
diameter is all the way through the
Come
circle.
on, man.
So if you got the circumference taking care of the diameter and the radius, that's just it's already set technically. So I already knew that I wanted to create the mind experience and what I wanted it to consist of. So I knew I wanted the bookshelf. I knew I wanted the first store. I wanted it to be a style of that looks like, man, am I about to come in and spend $200 on this shirt? But nah, this shirt gonna be $40. So I wanted to give that appealing aesthetic.
Yeah.
To where you don't know, like, man, I'm in a museum, or am I buying clothes? Well, you're doing a little bit of both.
You're doing both.
So I honestly would like for every store hereafter to be the same, the mind experience.
To follow that concept.
I like that. This is just the first brick and mortar is just the flagship store. So when you see another store coming, no, I'm not moving one out of my hometown. This is headquarters. This is born and raised. This is hometown. That's how we do. So this is gonna be an addition to that. Yes, sir.
So okay, man. Earlier, man, before I broke you up, man, you was talking about, the mental health at the register. Give me more of that, man. Tell me why. You know what I'm saying? I read something the other day, man. You did something about mental health. I think you was in Coweta County. You doing something about mental health, man. Dig into that a little more, man.
Well, I'll be 100% honest with you, as I have been this entire show.
Right. All right.
Mental health, I can say yes, in the Black community, we're not as comfortable speaking about it. Or looking into it. It's always, you okay?
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with you.
Boy, shake that off.
You all right.
Yeah.
But sometimes this happens over years and years, and things like suicide come about.
Yeah.
Things like hurting others come about.
Yeah.
And not only just in the Black community, but just the general population, they don't really look at mental health as something important until someone has committed suicide or someone has hurt themselves or hurt someone else. But in reality, you should be practicing like the betterment of your mental health. Physical health is very important too. Yeah. I'm not shunning away from that.
Right.
But your mental that's like top tier.
They control the car, man.
We're talking about fashion here. So let's say that's designer.
Yeah.
Your mental health is a designer. That's luxury.
Yeah.
Because without that, what do you have?
Whoa.
You fall apart. So that's why when I told you I was, I have quiet times where I sit peacefully for, 30 minutes, maybe in the forest. Therapeutic, running is therapeutic for me.
Yeah.
So doing things of that nature, that helps with my, mental health. That helps elevate it. That helps me stay well in the mind.
Well in the mind, baby.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell you something, man. We talk about the Black community, man. One thing, and for a while, man, no lie, man, I was like this until I finally, opened my eyes to it. Therapy. You know what I'm saying, man? I remember growing up, man. Man, that was a taboo.
Yeah.
Like in our community. I'm sorry, I can speak on that. To where I ain't gonna pay nobody to just talk to me. You feel me? But brother, but that was a life changer. It was a life changer to finally sit down. Because at first, man, I just like you, I was a dude, man, who always kept it in. You know what I'm saying? And same thing, you said that mind was tripping out. But man, once I finally able to sit with somebody and like, dang, I can talk to that person.
Yeah.
Man, it was so much relief, dog.
It was so much relief. What you're doing is you're suppressing your emotions.
Yeah.
You don't feel relieved. You feel tight, and it's almost
edgy.
like taking a plastic bottle and continuously just stuffing, cigarettes in it, water, juice, food, just putting all these different things in there, and eventually you explode if you don't release.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. If you think something is wrong with you, if you don't think anything is wrong with you, you should still see a therapist.
Yeah.
You see, a lot of people depend on my friend. I talk to my friend. I talk to my cousin. That's okay, but see a physical. I'm talking about physical therapist.
Right.
See a therapist, for your mental health.
Yeah.
Someone who you don't know,
who's neutral.
Right.
You know what I mean? Don't understand what you
going.
You know what I mean?
Correct.
Because a lot of times, man, and you correct me if I'm wrong, man. A lot of times, man, you know what I'm saying. The people we talk to, become our cheerleaders. You know what I mean, to where a lot of time, man, they just gonna say what you wanted them to say.
Right.
You feel me?
Yes, man, yes, woman.
Yes.
Or
Yes.
always in agreement. No.
Yes.
Give me constructive criticism,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, when it comes to your mental health, you just see a therapist. And
Right.
then, you know what's so interesting about that? But I was supposed to grand open my store in March of 2020.
Okay.
But I had to postpone it 90 days until June until everything got cleared up with COVID.
Yeah.
But I'm still gonna have it, but currently we're just, still getting through this whole
Trying to figure it out.
COVID transition process. But initially, there were going to be a class that I was going to have. We was going to call it, and we're still going to call it this, a chatting with the mind. And I was going to have a licensed therapist to come in every other Saturday to
That's dope. That's dope.
to have like basically a group therapy session.
Yeah.
And make people more comfortable with speaking to others, knowing that others are in that situation, getting advice from a professional, and all of this was going to be free of charge. And this is still going to take place. Just still, of course, getting things, underway with how COVID is.
Yeah, still trying to figure that thing out. Yeah. So, man, let me ask you, I want to go back to something real quick, man. I'm going to go back to your, to your clothing brand. You know what I'm saying? Man, how did you learn how to seek out quality apparel, though? How'd you learn that system?
I'll be honest. I've always been a quality over quantity man anyway.
Yeah.
And so when it comes to quality, honestly, you just have to, experience it. You have to order. That was when I first started this brand. I would order like 7 different brands of blank shirts.
Really?
And fill them out. See, I would go through, with the seam, see how tight the seam was.
Yeah.
Comfort, see how the comfort level was. See, was it pre-shrunk cotton or pre-shrunk fabric? And really, that's how I came about knowing and then customers gonna tell you.
They're gonna tell you what's up, right?
Customers gonna tell you after a while.
Yeah.
If you've been doing something for 2-3 years and no customer ever said, man, this shirt comfortable. Man, I like the way this feel. Man, this is good detail, quality. If no one ever said that, then
something ain't right.
Something ain't right. Somebody ain't coming to you.
somebody ain't being honest right now.
Somebody ain't being honest, or somebody not coming to shop with you or something. But yeah, so it really was the test of time for me discovering the best, fabrics and stuff. And I like experimenting with fabrics too. Yeah. So sometimes, I may one year, probably like last year, year before last, I think I put like velvet trimming on a shirt over a heart. It was a Valentine's Day collection or February love day collection,
Yeah.
what I call it, or release. And so just experiment and see how it does once it wash. And what's the best way to wash it? Should you dry it? No, you probably should dry clean it, or you probably should. I ain't trying to send everyone to the dry cleaner, but maybe you should wash it and then hang dry. Wash it inside out. This, that, and the third. So,
Wow. So big dog. Let me ask this, man. I'm gonna tell you, man. So a lot of, what I'm saying, people locally have clothing brand, man. I'm gonna give you like a big ups on this, man. Anytime I talk to them about their brand, like a couple of them been on my show, man, your name come up. Come up as you know, helping them get started.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Man, you know what I mean? So you got two types of people. You know what I'm saying? Entrepreneur, business, however you want to put it. One, people like helping people, and one who got that kill mentality, like, yo, I'm not gonna help you.
Right.
You know what I mean? You better get it because I'm coming for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So how did you become that person? Say, yo, I don't mind helping you out.
Man, helping people. Honestly, it's just always been a part of me. Before fashion, before college, before high school, I just always enjoyed helping people.
Yeah.
And that just ties into, giving back for me. I've always been, whether if it was in my community or in a community, I'm always that mentor. I'm always, someone you can, get some advice from.
Yeah.
Someone who will help you with the, a project. Someone who will help you, with your fashion line or your marketing.
Yeah.
That's just always been a part of me. So I'm a selfless individual.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, I can't make a big enough impact by myself. It takes a village.
That take a village, big
It takes a village.
Yeah.
So if I'm helping someone who's 5 years, 10 years younger than me, what success may they be able to see at 21 that I didn't see, you know?
Right.
And that's a feel good feeling for me. A lot of people focus on the profits, not the passion. I'm a passionate man.
Say it again, man. So
A lot of people focus on the profits and not the passion.
Wow.
I'm a passionate man.
Yeah. I like
And
it.
that's just real, man.
Yeah,
I'm a
I like
passionate
it.
man. So
Yeah.
so I don't definitely mind helping others, but as I try and tell people too, it's not just hey, you walk up on me and have this long conversation, or you call me and have this long conversation, or you say, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'll take you to the water. But I can't make you drink.
Can't make them drink that thing.
I can't make you drink the water.
Nah.
So I help you just as much as you want to help yourself too.
Yeah.
So let's put that out there.
Yeah. And
And also you got to think, as an entrepreneur, I don't go to work at 11, get off at 4, and I'm like, trust me when I say I worked at, fast food restaurants, retail store. I'm not saying nothing, ain't nothing wrong with it
Right.
at all. But
Right.
I'm saying when it comes to my timing now, where I am in my life, it's valuable.
Yeah.
Time is the most undefeated thing on this
You
earth.
already know.
You can't get it back.
Cannot get that thing back.
So sometimes, I have deadlines I have to meet. When I leave from on this show,
you got
that's what I'm
something
going to do. I'm going to finish up a design and talk to some vendors about, some different things. And I have to go cook. That's why you thought I was playing about.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, when I said,
You gotta eat.
Yeah, I gotta eat.
Yeah.
I you know what I'm saying?
You gotta get
If
it.
we can come a little earlier, that'll be great.
Let's do it.
Dinner. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
and it's all, sacrifices too. Because,
Right.
according to me, I had to get up this morning and run errands, go to the store, leaving there. I didn't go to the gym. I missed the gym this evening. But I'll go to the gym in the morning or tomorrow evening.
Yeah.
So, sacrifices are something that's always going to be there.
Yeah.
No matter how much success or wealth you acquire.
Yo, so are you competitive?
I am.
Yeah. Yeah.
I am. I'm competitive, but I'm sometimes that
Nah, give it
friendly,
to me, baby.
I'm sometimes that little friendly competitor.
Yeah.
Like, like, hey, bro, I'm releasing this. What you got going? Oh yeah, release this. Okay, we gonna see.
Okay, let's go at it a little bit.
Just, but not like on the tip of
Like stab you in the back. I ain't
stab
talking
you in
about
the
that.
back.
No.
Or try to, I'm gonna be honest. It's times where I may be running my store. I may have 5, 6 people in there, You know, I'm running it, boom, boom, boom. Somebody come in and they like, you know, hey, you know, do you got this color? And I might be like, no, I have nothing in that color. I may be like, just wait right here. Let me take care of these people. You know, I'm like, hey, could you do that for me? Do this, da, da, da. We get everything taken care of. Boom, get the line down, get the store cleared. I'm like, hey, you know, let me call X, Y, and Z. They say, hey, you know, do you have any merchandise on hand, you know, for this individual or in this color? And most of the time, they may have it.
Wow.
Because I know, and I only call one person, I call, you know, a few people.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's important. It's important in relationships too. Because if you're watching this and you like, he ain't called me before.
Right.
Well, hey, come around more.
Come around more.
Talk to me
Show me
more.
more. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So big dog, listen though, man. You know what I mean? Do you ever like, you know, see other people you know what I'm saying, merchandise and be like, hey, listen, brother, sister, you know what I mean? You know, if you add this to your shirt or get this type of quality, you know what I mean, it'll do better. Have you ever did that before?
Yep.
Now, was that tough though? Now, from the tough part of not saying that, okay, from the tough part of like, dang, I don't want to hurt their feeling tough.
I'm gonna be honest, you know, in this game in life, sometimes you got to put your feelings aside.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I guess I don't really be concerned about how you feel.
Yeah.
I guess in a sense, because I just think that they may think, you know, who you think you are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My vision of who I think I am may be a whole lot bigger than who I currently am.
Right.
But
you gonna get there.
But I'm getting there.
Yeah.
And so I just, you know, I would give them a reason. Constructive criticism.
Okay.
I'm not just gonna say, hey, you need to change that. Or, hey, once you watch that 2 times, they're gonna peel off. Or,
Yeah.
you know, I'm going to tell you, you know, something from experience, and then I'm gonna, you know, tell you, you know, alternatives to what you're doing. If it's your marketing, if it's the way you're taking your photos, 'cause I won't just tap into, oh, this on this shirt. I would tap into why. Then I would tap into, you know, the whole 9 yards that you need to run
make
a
it better. Yeah.
right to run a successful company.
Dang. See that, but that's huge though.
Because everyone, if you don't want to eventually have a store, you eventually want to have a warehouse.
Yep.
You eventually want to be a global brand.
Yep.
You eventually want celebrities
Yeah.
and you know, even the regulars, just everyone, different country, you want that. You want it. I don't care if you say you don't.
Yeah,
But you do. You do.
They want that.
So, you know, if you're gonna, you know, be really, you know, like about what someone's constructive criticism they're giving you, then I mean, it's gonna be tough for you.
Tough. You're right. Right.
It's gonna be always tough for you, you know.
Yeah, but you gotta be able to accept that thing though.
Right.
You know what I mean? You gotta be able to accept that thing.
Right.
So big guy, let me ask you this, man. You know what I'm saying, man, if you had, man, I would ask everybody this, man, you know, before the show ends. If you had one thing, okay, let me back up on that. Let me ask you this first. First of all, what's the next move for your brand?
The next move for my brand is,
What's the next move, big dog?
of course, opening another store. Who knows? Maybe this year, maybe next year, maybe the year after. I may open 5 stores in 1 year. We don't know.
Right.
I would say that's like a major move that's definitely gonna happen because we're definitely gonna open more stores. Despite us being in a pandemic or whatever, we still gonna make it happen,
rocking,
you know. So I would say that's the next big. I was, because I didn't want to just give you something like a cool design, or you know, donating this or doing that. I wanted to, you know, kind of really touch on some things. But in the mix, if we're working on some things, you know, we'll keep KaneSaid podcast updated.
You know what I mean? Keep it updated,
We'll
baby.
keep 'em updated.
But yo, man, hey man, how did you? Cause earlier man used the word we. You know what I'm saying? How did you develop and create your team? That's the hard part now.
Man, when you think about advisors and assistants and photographers, because when I say we, I refer to we as like everyone. I don't refer to we as if you come to the store and you work there or something.
Okay,
that I wouldn't include that as we. I'm talking about the people you
behind
don't ever see, the behind the scene people. So it was really built off of genuine relationships. Like one of my photographers, actually like one of my great friends, and he used to always shoot my photos just on the strength. Just no charge.
Yeah.
Just like, bro, I want to see you be better, and I want to be better at what I'm doing. And so, once I was able to, it was like, nah, I cash out on you. You know what I'm saying? What you want, I'm gonna pay you for what your worth is. So the most important thing was building a relationship with those people. So everyone, whenever I say we, the people who are on the team, people who, may even review the designs before they actually, go into production, mass production, these people I have a relationship with.
Yeah.
So we established a relationship before,
the other stuff.
All that other stuff.
Yeah.
Let me see how really into this you are,
Right.
So, and as we grow, I definitely plan, of course, marketing team.
Always.
Sales, all kind of teams.
Yeah. Do you blog?
Do I who?
Blog.
Blog. I don't blog.
You don't blog?
I don't
Okay.
blog. I got social media.
Yeah.
Which y'all can follow.
I'm about to say tag them out, man.
Which y'all can follow me on my personal at _Brandon Todd. That's on Facebook. That's on Instagram and Twitter.
Okay.
But my business is themindclothing. Okay. And that's THE Mind Clothing.
Yes, sir.
And that's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. But blogging, nah,
Ain't too much of blogging.
Not too much blogging.
Yeah.
I had thought about one point creating like a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Just a little day in the life type of thing. But it's super duper time consuming.
I'm about to say it's a lot of work.
Unless you got to pay somebody to shoot it for you and edit it and do all of that. Then that comes another, price in your budget. And I don't think my advisor would probably like that.
I agree with that thing. I feel you. But so let me ask you though, man. If you had one thing, man, to leave, to the listeners, people who, who are inspiring entrepreneurs or grinders, man, what would that one thing be, big dog?
It don't have to be a word, dude, because I'm probably say a paragraph.
Do your thing. Do your thing.
But I would say this, because this is one thing I've been saying lately. Slow growth is better than no growth.
Okay.
A lot of people have potential to do amazing things. However, they get so caught up in the world around them. When you focus, the only thing you see is your vision and the world that's not even in front of you, but the world that's in your imagination.
Okay.
Your imagination can be your reality.
Okay.
If you take your time,
man,
believe in yourself,
man,
and keep pressing forward.
Yeah.
Because guess what? Everybody once started from somewhere. I don't care how big they are now in what they do in their craft. They started from somewhere.
Man.
Somewhere.
Everybody got their story.
That somebody can be you.
I dig that. Big dog, man, I appreciate your love, man.
Man, I appreciate you having me on,
I appreciate your love, man.
Appreciate you having me on, brother.
Just, you know what I'm saying, dropping the gems, baby.
Dropping the gems, man.
That's it.
Good genuine vibes,
good
man.
energy, man. Yeah.
Just, man, this is who I am, though.
Yeah.
I have these conversations all the time. I chop it up with people. I just love good vibes and good energy, man.
Yeah.
I'm here for a good time and a long time.
Man, why not? Why not, man? I dig it, man. Well, everybody, listen, man. Thank y'all for tuning in, man, to another episode of KaneSaid. Come on, boy, Brandon, man. Y'all heard it, man. Hey,
yes, sir.
Tell the name of your brand again, man. Give me that brand again.
The brand is The Mind Clothing.
Yeah. Y'all heard that THE in that thing, baby.
The Mind Clothing.
Yes, sir, man. So listen, man, y'all know my slogan, man. Listen, the fame is free, but the grind costs, man. My guy, appreciate you again, my boy.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yes, sir, man. Zip them up, y'all.
Hey.